it's time to prepare our pork tenderloin. I have here one, but I'm gonna be making 4 with this filling that I have. I'll show you how to butterfly it and how to fill it. But first, let me tell you what exactly I'm gonna do with the filling. I have the mushroom filling, which we have prepared in advance. Into this, I decided to add a little bit of whole milk ricotta, fresh ricotta, not the one that you buy from the supermarket. Find a good place that can sell fresh ricotta. It happens that Trader Joe, they sell a very good fresh ricotta. I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons to the 24 ounce of mushrooms that we have prepared. And I will also grind some Emmentaler, about half a cup, 3/4 of a cup, somewhere there, add it into the stuffing to make it creamy and more oozing and juicy, flavorful filling. Now, we will do that, but first, I also want to show you that for the pork tenderloin, before I fill it, I will also rub it with some salt, pepper, and half a lemon juice that I have juiced here, which I'm gonna add also a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Let's start. I'll start butterflying the pork tenderloin. With a very sharp knife, I slit the pork tenderloin in the middle. And of course, trim the fat and the silver lining that normally envelops the tenderloin. You can ask your butcher to do that, or you can do it. It's very easy. Okay, wherever there is a thick part, like this one here, I will try to butterfly it again from the center and open it further. So I can, what I need to achieve here is almost even, almost even. You can't make it completely even, but almost even thickness of the meat. Okay, this is done. Into this, I have the half a lemon juice over here. I have 2 cloves of garlic. I will crush into it. I also have mustard, Dijon mustard. I will put a tablespoon. I will mix. Add a little bit, about a tablespoon olive oil. Now, the Dijon mustard tends to be salty, so careful with how much salt you put. About half a teaspoon and some pepper. Now mix and just drizzle. I will do the same on the other side. Just a little bit, not much. Okay. Now Now flip it back, and we will be filling it. Into this filling, I will add 2 tablespoons full overloaded tablespoons ricotta, and this is half a cup of the Emmentaler cheese, and I'll mix. Make sure it's the right amount. I'll add a quarter of a cup, you know, so this is quarter, not half, of the Emmentaler. And it should be sufficient. I don't want the cheese to overwhelm the dish. I just want a little gooiness into the end result. Now this I will put in the pork, just like that. And this filling is gonna be filling 4 of them, so make sure that you have enough for all of them. So, and then we fold it, we roll it around, and we pin toothpicks or you tie it. I'm choosing to use cooking twine that I will slide under and tie. Just normal ties, it doesn't have to be extravagant or hard. Slide again, and have about 2 inches or 4 centimeters between every tie. So 4 in this case will do for the size of pork tenderloin that I have. Okay, this is ready. I'm gonna prepare the rest and then we will fry them. It's time to sear the tenderloin. I'm doing it in this big roasting pan because I have 4 of them. You can do it in a smaller one depending on how much you're doing, but I like to reduce my dishes, so this pan actually I can sear it and then I can put it into the oven and continue cooking it in there. So I'm gonna wait until this is hot. I will add a little bit of olive oil and I'll start searing. So the pan is hot. I'll put a little bit of olive oil. And I will start with the first tenderloin. And you need to give that sizzle. That means it's searing and it's not steaming. Don't overcrowd the pot. If needed, sear one at a time rather than all together, so you have a nice crust on each one. Don't move it around. Let it sit for like 2 minutes on each side without moving, so it has that crust that gets there. Now it has colored on the bottom. I flip on this side. Peak. It's red, so I flip again. So you turn it 4 times to sear 4 sides. Now I have seared them. Now this pan is gonna go into a 400-degree oven, and I'm gonna bake them, roast them, until a thermometer comes out with a temperature of 145 to 150 degrees when you poke it into the center. Poke the thickest part of the tenderloin to make sure that it's you have the correct and safe reading. Here's the roasted pork, the smallest one cooked faster than the bigger one, so I took that before. The thermometer here, it says 150. I'll put the porks on the side, let them rest, so they can, when I slice them, they don't run out of their juices, so they can stay moist. Now in the pan, if you see all those drippings that they are caramelized, I'm gonna put half a cup of wine and a teaspoon and a half of flour and deglaze that pan. I can just mix it and put it back in the oven until all becomes really nice and liquidy, and I can use that to drizzle over my pork at the time of serving. We are finished. This is the roasted pork tenderloins. Those are the 3 I'm taking for dinner tonight. And this is the smaller one, which I took out of the oven much faster since it's much smaller and it reached temperature quicker. So I'm gonna cut this so I can show you how it looks from the inside. I let it rest a little bit because it can fall apart if you cut it too warm. Here you go. Pork loin stuffed with mushroom and cheese. Time to taste it. Absolutely delicious. Worth trying.